All right, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm Aunt Carla, and I want to welcome you to the 2025 Winter Solstice Circle. Winter Solstice Circle. Yes, we are going to be talking about the last 4 months, the Great Witch Lock-In. I want to hear about everyone's experiences. This is the review and reveal ritual. So, did I say reveal? Review and reflect ritual, because this is a great time to reflect on how this year went for you. What did you learn, and all of these different things. So before we get to that, and of course our Crayon Coven, I'm going to pull a card for the collective from my Art of Manifestation Oracle card deck to ask that question, what is a helpful message for the collective? Oh, take action now. Take action now. And the card number is 54, or that would be like a 9. And the card says, this is a clear, let me help myself here. Ha! This is a clear and unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. All caps. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning in and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action. Pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. I like that. Move forward fearlessly. Does that message resonate to anyone? For anyone? Is anyone taking, I don't know, they're waiting for a sign, or they're on the fence about doing something, and hopefully this was the clear and unequivocal message to take action now. Is that helpful? Latrice says next year is a 9 year. 9 year. Oh, that's right. Next year is a 9 year. So there you go. So that is that message. Now I'm going to pull up my slides, and we will begin the, I don't know, what comes next? Share. Oh, let me do this full, Okay. It's so pretty. Oop. Okay. Share the screen. Here we go. Okay. Let me know if you can see this winter solstice, the slides. Can people see the slides? Me for sure, says Bobby. Oh, just thinking about blockbusting my hangups and pushing through when you said that. Okay, so now it's not just about thinking about it, it's about taking those steps. And you know what, Bobby? You don't just have to blockbust or like break the blockbusting, you know what I'm trying to say, blockbusting, like busting the blocks. I'm a big fan of baby steps. And during this Great Witch Lock-In, we talked a lot about doing a baby step every day. Consistent baby steps can be so much stronger than this big block busting thing. And as someone said last night, it's better for your nervous system. Because when you're thinking, I have all of this stuff to do, I have to take this massive action, and I need to bust through the obstacle, that's a lot. And, our brain sometimes can't handle that. Our nervous systems can't handle all that. But if we do a baby step today, a baby step tomorrow, a baby step, the day after that, and also to work your, to work your magic as well. That can actually be even more powerful than feeling like you need to do this really big, blockbusting, massive action kind of thing. So something to think about. Kat says, I just started a Patreon account and have started focusing on the YouTube channel. Oh, also purchased my domain name, so that card helped. Good, 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 good. Fantastic. I love to hear that. So today is our review and reflect ritual. We want to reflect on how this year has been for everyone, and we want to plant seeds for next year. Andrea says, I am learning to be kinder to myself and work with what aligns. Very good. I like that a lot. So, for anyone who does not know me, I am Aunt Carla. I'm Red Soulflower on Instagram, and now this year I'm on TikTok. I'm practicing Elder Witch with over 30 years of experience. I teach magic to help you help yourself. And I'm now the author of Aunt Carla's Cookbook of Spells. This book was the official book was just released last week, and come the new year, it's really going to I will have more of an official kind of launch, because this time of the year, we're all doing all these other things, but it's available if you want it. And I've also taught over 30 magical master classes, and I am your favorite spiritual let me say this again. I'm your favorite spiritual cheerleader because I want you to win. And it's my intention to share tools with you so that you can win and that you can get what it is that you're seeking. So, I want to hear from as many people who feel like sharing. What are your brags for 2025? If people want to come off, and if you want to type it, you can. If you want to say it, you want to come off mute, you can. You can talk about various brags, but I also want to know things like, what did you start? What did you stop? What did you release? Let me know. What are your brags? I want you to feel good. Like, a lot of times we're told, no, bragging's not nice, or that's not, no, I want to brag. I want you to tell me, what are the cool things, the good things, the fun things? What did you enjoy doing this year? Oh, yes, Kat. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to hear you. Yes, Kat. Do you need me to mute you? Unmute you?
I got it.
Yeah, go for it. Tell us
Okay,
everything.
hold on. Let me set you up here. Okay. So, let's start with the releasing. The other day I was talking about that horrible ex and a horrible relationship with one of my friends. And after I was done like talking about it, he goes, "Can I stop you for a second?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I just want to tell you how proud I am of you." And I was like, "Thank you." He goes, "Not only for getting through that," he's like, "but you just spoke about that in such a nonchalant way of it being just a thing that happened and not a thing that you're living through." And I stopped and I was like, honestly, that's how it's been feeling lately. Like it's shit that happened. It was terrible at the time and it was awful and whatever, but like it's not what is me anymore, and like I really started feeling that in the last like couple of months, where it's like when I talk about it, I'm not like so angry and like so much like fuck him and fuck blah blah blah. So um I had been doing a lot of work to try to release that and to try to like not live in my trauma. So it was like really nice having somebody just randomly, go, you know, it that you've really grown. And I'm like, thank you, because like you said it in the last meeting I was able to attend.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said it, and I'm sorry, my heat just kicked on, so it's probably very loud. It's the gas forced air.
Oh, I
um,
can't hear it.
okay, good. um, and so that was really cool. And then just like everything that's been happening this year. I have the TikTok account. I'm almost up to 4,000 subscribers or
Woo!
4,000 followers there. Woo! I go live every day, and I haven't been live as much like the last 2 weeks because of getting ready for the holidays, and I have somebody coming to visit for 2 weeks, a family member that's coming in from the Netherlands.
Wow.
Um, yeah, it's first time in America, so he's like really excited, and he was like, I wasn't expecting him to stay for 2 weeks, but that kind of makes sense because when we used to travel from Texas to Pennsylvania, we would stay up here for 2 weeks. So,
Yeah.
you know, and my trip to Japan is going to be for 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, so I'll be hosting him for 2 weeks. So that'll be a change, but it'll be nice. Um, but yeah, so I have the TikTok thing. I just got the domain all set up and I've been working slowly on a web page. I got the Patreon set up and I already have 3 people that are the $10 a month paid membership, and then like 8 other people that are like doing the free thing. And I haven't even, that was just me like sending it to my friends and family and being like, hey, can you sign up for the free one? You know, because I was like, it's really going to help with the YouTube channel and making it and, all that content. So I have, I've been learning new editing software. I have 3 videos that are going to be coming out in the next like month. So that'll be nice to actually have like 3 in a month that I put out, to really like push the algorithm. Um, I have a nice place. My landlord's really nice and loves me. It's just been blessing after blessing after blessing. I found like a nice witch store here in Pittsburgh since
Nice.
we moved up. So that's nice. The menagerie for anybody that's in Pittsburgh and wants a good witchy store. She makes her own Florida water, and she's more into root magic and things. So, I can ask her about a lot of things because, I'm more kitchen witchery. So it kind of runs parallel with like root magic and hoodoo and, with
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
using what you got sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So I've been keeping my boundaries a lot more. Um, it's just been really, really nice having to like just be able to like feel like I can be myself again and be loud and take up space and just have people notice that I wasn't on TikTok for a little bit. Like everybody was reaching out and they're like, "Hey, I've been missing your lives. Hey, are you all right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I just, have been busy this week and I probably should have put out a post saying such." But the fact that like, people were asking where I was like really nice. But yeah, so I've just had a lot of support and found an art community on there, and it's just been really cool finding like a bunch of stuff. And I had been doing magic to that, looking for my hive, looking for the like community, for like a place I could express myself and have other people like get it. So it was like, and then you relaunch this and I had the community on there, and so it's just everything's kind of like came to fruition. Now I just have to get you know um the junk food habit that I've picked up under control, because that was never really a thing previously. But that's in my book. That's in the lock-in as my stop page, is to get that under control. So I've been stepping down with that, and even when my partner offers me junk food, I'm like, no, 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 and he's like, are you sure? And he goes like this,
Ah,
and like will cover his face and like still hand it to me. Like he's like, I don't see if you do it. I'm like, no, 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 I'm good. You eat that. You eat that. I'm okay. So it's been, a little easier to give that up. So
all
that's nice
right.
because he has a sweet tooth the size of Texas.
Ah, well, it's pretty big. Kat, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing that. And if you look at in the chat, Jen just talked about she gave up junk food and started eating whole foods. She lost 80 pounds and her diabetes is in check.
Oh,
Um,
congratulations.
yeah, that is huge, 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 huge. And she says, I reached out and started making like minded friends in my local community. I have learned to set boundaries and say no when things are not in my best interest. So it sounds like you and Jen actually are doing some similar things. But as I
Yeah.
have said earlier this year, Kat, I've known you for a few years now, and
Hmm.
I've known you before, during, and after that relationship. And I have to say, it's been such a just an honor to watch you grow and to see you get past that relationship. And the other day, I was on Wendy Mata's. She had a podcast, and she asked the question, "What do you think people need to release?" And the thing that you think people need to release the most. And I said that, in my opinion, um, situationships, like relationships, like romantic relationships, especially that aren't helping you, they take up so much energy. And I've seen it happen in my life. I've seen it happen in yours and other people. But like when you choose to walk away from that relationship that is not healthy, all of these other blessings start to come through. The job, the house, the all of the different money, the different things, and people don't necessarily think about, like, you're like, oh well, it's a fuck boy, an f boy, whatever it is. It doesn't mean anything. Blah, blah, blah. But
It takes up so much
it,
energy and so much
yeah,
space, and you're
yeah.
worrying about somebody,
Who's
and
not
they're
worrying about
only,
you?
yeah. And if they
Yeah,
are, it's usually about like control and jealousy, and they don't want you messing with anybody else, but they're normally messing with other people, or they're
right.
just like, I'm not going to commit to you, but we still need to be committed. No, no, you can't have like your cake and eat it too, there, buddy.
Absolutely,
It's just
absolutely.
nonsense.
So I'm just so, so, so excited just to say that you're, and just that someone else also, got, who also mirrored that back to you, because you're so, it's obvious you're in a better place, and I'm just so happy for you. Let me get some more things here. The Patreon account.
Oh, I, real
Oh,
quick, I'll
yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
hop down. Lisa had asked for I put it in the chat. It's Cat Monster Arts
Oh,
on,
yes.
yep, on Instagram, not on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm Veiled Artist because I had made that back when Instagram started in like 2011. But every other social media is Cat Monster Arts, including YouTube
Cat
and
Monster
Patreon.
Arts. Y'all looking for Cat Monster Arts, and she put
And I
her.
did put it in the chat.
Yeah,
So,
it's in the chat. Fantastic. Rita started her own business. Woo! I remember when you sent me that email, and because you thought that, or because you knew that I would be excited to hear that news, and I am. I was, and I am, and congratulations, Rita. That is wonderful. Sugar says, I left that abusive relationship that I was in last we spoke, and I got married this year. Congratulations. He's amazing. He's literally the most amazing man I ever met. I love to hear that. I love that for you. Yay! Yay! Andrea has a brag, completed her interior design course, started incorporating her spiritual practice with interior design to create living sanctuaries with global design. We need more. We definitely need that in this world. And release fears of reinventing myself and pivoting in life at 51 years. Wow. Good for you. Because, we are, most of us here are older. We're not in our 20s. And we have, when we get to a certain part of life, the idea of reinventing ourselves can be so scary, or pivoting or doing something so different. But once we allow ourselves to get out of our comfort zone and to try something else, we can learn so much about life and ourselves. So I love, love, love hearing this. And I saw something else you wrote. You stop making excuses. That's so good, Andrea. I'm so proud of you. And Laura said, I started being kinder to myself. I'm trying to stop blaming myself for issues and dealing with helping my dad. Wait, helping and dealing with helping my dad. Oh, with his affairs while he is in hospice. Now I get it. That's a lot, Laura. That is a lot. And I'm sending out love and strength for you. That is that it's a lot. Period. But definitely be kind to yourself, because when all of these other things are going on around you and with people that you love and people are depending upon you, it's even more important that you find ways to be kind to yourself, that you get sleep, that you eat well, and not make yourself the last person, the last one on the pole, because you're like, well, that person is going through this, so I have to ignore my own needs. No, you also have to nurture yourself so that you are able to be a stronger force for that person. So, you've heard the cliche, but it's true. We cannot give from an empty cup. So, I hope that you're also filling your own cup. Let's see what else. And then we have Jen giving up the junk food. Woo, that's big. um, iPhone. Which iPhone are you? What's your name? I finally got the whole purpose, which is choose yourself. Yes. Oh, Rita, your pre-diabetes is also in remission. That's fantastic. Kendria says, I started embracing my femininity and learning to give myself self-care, love, and nourishment instead of giving it to others so freely. Yes. Choosing myself, choosing to fall in love with self-care, and choosing to branch out more by myself and being selfish in a good way. Yeah, we were just saying that. Self-care is not selfish. It's important. We have to feed ourselves. And yeah. And you know what? Those of us who are worried about being selfish, the people worried about being selfish are usually the least selfish people. The people who aren't worried about being selfish, they tend to be the greediest people and they want everything. Have you noticed that? But like the people who want to do good in the world will often doubt themselves. But the people who are quote unquote like, the people who are just doing awful things in the world to other people, they're like, I deserve this. I am certain. So it's like we need to have that. We need to borrow that energy. We need to borrow that certainty and that confidence. And remember that we're all, most of us, I think. I think if you're here, we're all good people. We're trying to do good things with our lives and help others. And that's why we're bragging, because I want people to take credit for all the good stuff that they're doing. I feel like my tiny paragraph is such an injustice. My journey is crazy. I survived death 3 times in the last year. Sugar, oh my gosh, wow. Wow. So clearly there's a bigger story there, but it also sounds like it's not your time. It is clearly not your time. There's something else that you are supposed to be doing something, and it is not your time. Yes, go ahead, Sugar, please. Do you need me to unmute you?
Hello. Hi, everybody. It's been so long. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. I'm saying, who is it again?
I'm Sugar. It's me. I used to come to your classes all the time years ago, but I got rid of all my social medias.
But now,
Sugar.
did you go by Sugar though?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it's been a
Yes.
while. Okay.
Yes, it's been that long since you've seen me. So like I've gone through crazy, crazy changes. So last year I spoke, I was like in a really unhealthy relationship and I was trying to find power, but I mean it was COVID. What are we gonna do during COVID? Can't get a
Right.
job, but like literally just like Stockholm syndrome situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Situationships like you described, which is absolutely amazing because I'm like hearing all these stories from all these people, and it's like it sounds like 2025 was the year that everybody just decided to like grab onto their divine feminine and
Yes.
like go
Yes.
like because like even in like my own relationships that I've seen with other women that I've surrounded myself with, they have literally shed all of the toxicity around them off like a dried up onion. It's
Mm.
just getting down to that juicy goodness, and anybody that get in the way, their eyes start to stink because like listen, I'm too shiny, too bright for you. Close your eyes and look the other way if you're trying to mess up my vibe, because that's what I'm hearing everywhere I go. So last year I got ran over by a truck. I got hit by a truck. It hit me and then it ran me over. A 36,000 pound box truck, moving truck, enterprise, moving truck at my job. Um, I ended up having one of those like near death experience moments where I was like, oh, I almost died. I need to leave this man I'm with.
Oh.
I am so unhappy. Like I've been doing this mindless zombie walk for 6 years now in this loveless relationship situationship. And I started going to ceremony at the reservation. I'm Lakota and Anishinaabe, so like going to a Seminole reservation for native
Mm-hmm.
things was a little weird for me, but I needed community, I needed connection.
Sure.
Um, And so I went to ceremony there and I met my husband. It was literally love at first sight.
Ah,
Um, we went out to date the next day and we got tacos and we fell in love. His son fell in love with me. Um, we literally moved in together a week later. Literally, I mean, it was really a really, I don't know, it was like one of those when you know situations. Because I was
yeah, I
like,
understand.
I literally just like got out of like I'm still in an abusive situation. Like, am I running? Am I running into another problem? That's what I really had to like break down for myself. So I had kidney failure in December last year.
Oh,
I actually just got out of the hospital right before Christmas.
oh,
Um, because I'm, you know, a tough cookie and I don't like listening to anybody. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Like, no, I had 104.8 fever. I almost died. This man took care of me. Um, a few months later, I found out I was pregnant and it was ectopic and it almost claimed my life as well. Um, but my now husband, I have never been so supported, so uplifted, so I just felt so safe. I've never felt this safe in my entire life. And
mm,
all I can say is that it took taking a big leap of faith and choosing. Because when I got into this relationship with him, I made a vow to myself. I was not going to allow any outside influence take away this feeling that I have. I quit smoking cigarettes. I
mm-hmm.
no longer smoke cigarettes. After 20 years, I haven't had a cigarette in a year. Because I chose to live for my family. I'm now a mom to his little boy. His little boy lost his mother when he was a baby. So,
Oh,
but
wow.
when we got married, I asked him, I was like, "Do you want me to be your mom?" And he did like this cute little pointed to me. So it
Oh,
was, he's helped me get through my postpartum for sure. Because that ectopic, like I replanned that pregnancy. So like it was devastating. Um, but it was just like I'm starting my own business now with my beadwork. I've embraced my culture completely. I found family ties. I found my actual Anish connection. I found my uncle. He's of White Earth. He's an actual college professor and he's a warrior for Indigenous sovereignty and tribal politics, which is like my area of study as well. So it's been a crazy like a crazy year. This has probably been the best year of my life. And like I love that like I'm ending my year knowing that you're doing classes again. Cause like I've been like itching for spiritual community. Because where me and my husband met, nobody knows we're together.
yet.
Nobody knows, nobody knows we're married.
Oh, wow.
We've been having a relationship for over a year and we both work there. So um So like yeah, it's a thing, but yeah, no, like I'm really grateful like seeing Kat, like Kat and I have stayed friends this entire time. So like watching her journey and like get out of a prior ugly relationship and then see her go through this situationship again, like I'm so proud of you, Kat. I'm so proud of you. You've grown so much. Like it's just amazing seeing that progress within people. So but I'll shut up. Bye.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sugar, for sharing that. And it sounds like there's so many signs pointing that you needed a new path. And it's, I guess, not a no surprise that you decided or that you felt the need to your to find family, spiritual family, cultural family, and you've met this person, and now you're also, you get to be a mother, and I mean, there's been lots of loss, and there's been all of these other things, but I feel like this is this particular year, there's like kind of like mixing you up. You know what I mean? Like a cake. Like a cake. Like things had to break in order for you to come back together. Like a cake. Actually, that's like a perfect example.
I almost wondered if it was like my Saturn return. I mean, I haven't done like my chart or anything.
How old are you?
I'm 37. I'll be 38 in March.
It because I think a Saturn return is around 30s, like early 30s, but maybe yours
30s
is a
is
little, because I mean those kind of changes do feel like a Saturn, like kind of like a Saturn return. Um, But once you're on the other side of the Saturn return, that that's I guess when the cake comes through. But like it sounds like there's a lot of eggs breaking, a lot of things being whipped around. You know, next
Mhm.
year, that's perhaps when you'll be full. You'll be able to fully integrate the things that you've been learning, and letting people know this is. I'm married. We are married. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. Um, Integration comes also in its own time. You know what's best for you. Like you have that inner knowing, and timing, what someone else's timing, what would be good timing for someone might not be good, it won't be the same for you. So,
Right.
keep doing what you're doing and take it one day at a time. And
Mm.
you integrate these lessons, like especially and if anyone is watching this either now or on the replay,
Mm.
write these down as like a journal. These can be journal prompts for
Right.
you if you haven't done this at all already or even thought about these questions. We have between now and the 31st, you have 10 days to to ask these questions. What are you really proud of this year? What did you start that you've never done before, or restarted? What
Mm.
did you stop? What or who did you release? Releasing a person that should not be in your life is an amazing gift. It just, as Kat and I were saying, when you're in the wrong relationship or something that is just not serving you, it takes so much energy to keep them around, to toleration, is that even a word? Um Tolerating takes a lot of energy. Avoiding takes a lot of energy. Avoiding having that conversation that you need to have. Avoiding letting go. That takes up so much more energy that once you handle your business and do what you need to do, the other things will feel a little easier in comparison, but also because you freed up all this other energy, you'll be able to do other things. Let me get back to this chat here. Wait. Oh, so I love it. I love this. The feminine. I didn't get to say that much about the feminine energy information conversation. Okay, wait. Okay. Femininity. Okay. Okay, so Heems or Himes, not, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. Would any witches have any tips on embracing divine feminine? I feel like a bunch of the advice is related to embracing sexuality and sensuality, and that's just not it for me. And I totally understand what you're saying, because when a lot of people are talking about divine feminine, it sounds very, I don't know, airy fairy and sexual and sensual. But it's a lot about being receptive. If you think about, and if you are not someone who uses those terms, you could think of it like if you reject like the binary masculine feminine, you can also think of the yin and the yang. So yang is like active, like assertive energy. Excuse me, Yang is active, assertive energy going outward, and feminine or yin energy is receiving. So, doing things like if someone were to give you a compliment, how do you feel about receiving a compliment? Like you can practice receiving. Thank you. Someone says, "Oh, I love your outfit." Are you quick to deflect, or "Oh, yeah, and so do you, and I love yours too"? Can you sit with the receiving? Thank you so much. And just like take that moment to receive it. You can deflect later, but something as simple as receiving a compliment is so difficult for many of us. But that is also, that comes under feminine or yin and energy. Um, and when you say things like sensuality is not for you, I hear that too. Um, how do you feel about self care? How do you feel about, like, if you are into uh, if you are into astrology, you can look up like Venus, the goddess of love, or Aphrodite. Um, things that are beautiful. Something doesn't have to be all pink and frilly to be beautiful. What is harmonious to you? What looks good to you? That's also quote unquote feminine or Venus energy. It does not have to be pink. It does not have to be frilly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What is beautiful to you? Sensuality is also what feels good sensually, something that smells good, something that tastes good. So it's not all about sexuality and hi there, welcome to my boudoir. It's not that, but it's also connecting to these other parts of you that are open to beauty, open to receiving, open to compliments, open to new ideas. I think Rita or someone said they might have a book for you. So if you wouldn't mind sharing that book, Rita, I want to know. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Kendra says, allow yourself to receive in the biggest and smallest ways. Do something kind for yourself daily or weekly. Find something that makes you feel vibrant. Be kind and patient with yourself and embrace gentleness. That's great, Kendra. I love that. So definitely look at that one as well. Oh, okay. Holy Wild. So that's the book that Rita recommended. Kendra added, doing something for yourself could literally be anything. It doesn't have to be buying flowers or embracing sexuality. You can treat yourself to a trip, movie, read a book, and do just anything where you are present in the moment that makes you happy. Yeah, I like that. Oh, good. Oh, Kat says that Sugar is also taking all of my ex's pendants into making it into beautiful jewelry because I didn't know what to do with them, and she's working her magic on them. I love that's alchemy. That's alchemy right there, and that's what we do, right? As magical people, we take the things. We take jewelry that a lover gave us that the relationship is no longer there, and we make something else with it. Comfortable with feminine energy worship. Yeah, so like Venus or another kind of goddess or entity. I'm having fun creating designs. I love that. Oh, Kendra says also what I release this year: friends, exes, and even some family. Family's hard, but sometimes it's necessary. Old habits of negative self-talk, scrolling on my phone after work, and replacing habits with self-care rituals. Yeah. I've been getting into junk journaling lately. And that's fun, and it has nothing to do with the screen, being on the phone, so that's fun for me. Um, I do need to practice with receiving. I deflect as well. Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Fantastic. Holy Wild. Plenty of no or low cost rituals, very pro women and feminine worship. I wanted that energy out of her house, and we both benefit. My first round of sales sold out her stuff. That's great. I love that. And I love also that, that you two have been, in communication, even though, like, Sugar, you haven't been here, you're still, that you and Kat are still, y'all are still in communication. That makes me happy. We still vibing. Now, also, I noticed there's Laura, Lara. She's in Pittsburgh. So, Lara, Kat is also in Pittsburgh. I don't know if you all know each other. You might not, but, if you're nearby, that might be kind of cool. All right, so where are we now? It is 7:47. So now we're going to move on. If anything else comes to mind, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. But we're going to move on. So I think we kind of talked about this. Actually, no, we did not. Now we're getting up to 2026. Oh, you don't? Well, maybe you'll know each other after tonight. So now we are at the precipice of a new year. Now, regardless of how this year went, we get a new year, we get to start again. What do you want to do next year? Or you want to keep on doing anything that you already started? What do y'all want to do? What do you want to do? Let me know in the chat. Then we'll get to our ritual. Finish my degree. I love that. Hopefully I'm so close. I love that. Mm. Mm. Sugar, actually start my LLC for my beading. Yes. Hey, Carlene. Work less, hobby more. I'm all for that. Yes. Jen D says, change my job and pay off my debt. Yes. All of that. Anyone else? Have a baby. Okay. Sending lovely energy for that, Sugar. Grow, expand, and reach new heights. That says Bobby. Clean house and get rid of clutter. Remember, baby steps. Don't feel like you have to do the whole thing, the whole house at one time. Just get a little corner, little corner, little corner. Pay off all my debt and buy my first home. Okay. Yes. Holly says, continue to work on myself and, oops, what does it say? On only, that's weird. I can't, there's a thing in the way. And only keep and let people in my life that are my highest good. Yes. Boundaries. Rita, make more money, work less. All right, raise them prices. Tanya, yeah, selling my next book for $30,000. Okay, we're putting it out there. Rita says, finish online courses. I love that. Okay. It's funny you should say, like, finish the online courses, Rita, because, like, towards the end of the year, I don't know if anyone does this, like, you know how people sell stuff, or they have, like, all of these cool offerings, either free or low cost, and I signed up for a whole bunch of things, and I'm like, okay, I had to make a list. I have like a Google Doc that I listed all of the classes and the little logins next to them, so I remember, and I have the title says, courses to complete. So my thought was, during the next couple of weeks, you know, while it's kind of quiet, I'm going to go through those things, because I've already started going through some of them, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I do like to finish the courses, but I've definitely got a whole bunch because, like, they didn't have, but I only got stuff I wanted. Like, you know how when you have a goal of things that you want to do, like, for example, for me, I want to get put my old master classes on YouTube. So when I saw something related to YouTube, because I want to continue to grow my YouTube channel, I was looking for classes that were mentioned. So I wasn't just taking any old thing, stuff that was related to what it is that I want to learn. So I have like this little list, and I made it really easy for myself. So this is the name of the course, and this is the link. So all I have to do is just click it, and then I can, log on. So that's my thing. I don't know if that'll help anybody else. Oh, start a blog, Rita. That would be fantastic. I would read your blog, Rita, because you're just so, like, your presence and conversations we've had, just so insightful. I would read it. If you start a blog, let us know so we can check it out. Oh, Kendra, no longer seeking external validation. Amen to that. Yeah. Kat says, get 1,000 followers on YouTube so I can monetize. You could do it. Look what you did look at what you've already done with TikTok. You can definitely do that with, you set your mind to something, Kat. I know you can do it. So I have no doubt. Anything else before we move on? You're welcome, Rita. 7:52. Okay. All right. So then, now we're about to do our Crayon Coven. Now, we just talked about, let me go back here for a second. Go ahead and, if you haven't already, light your candle, your incense. I'll put some incense in there too, Did my candle go out? Oh, good, no. That's good. Good. The community candle is still going strong. Now I'm just going to have a little incense. But just now we were asking the question, what do you want to do or accomplish in 2026? So for our Crayon Coven, I would like us to go deeper. We're going to be planting some seeds next. We are going to take those those desires, those intentions, and we are going to draw our seal that represents the solstice and planting seeds. And then we will activate it together. So just keep in mind whatever it is you say or you thought about, what do you want to do or accomplish in 2026, because you're gonna need that for the next part. Okay, activate your desk altar if you have not already done so. And now we're going to create a virtual circle. And for Laura or anyone else who is new, I'm just going to take you through like a mild, take you through a guided meditation, and then we're going to ask ourselves some questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my camera so you can just listen to the sound of my voice. I said, okay, here we go. Turn off the camera. Okay, great. So, and you can turn off your camera if you like, if you haven't already. We are now going to create a virtual circle. And through the magic of this Zoom room, I want you to imagine that you are not just alone in your room, but that everyone here together, that everyone here at this moment are all together. Place your feet firmly on the ground so that you are rooted to the earth. You can close your eyes. And now let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths together. And with each breath, allow yourself to go deeper into a state of relaxation. Inhale. And hold at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now imagine a warm ball of white light forming from your heart space and moving outward throughout your body. Feel this warm ball of white light moving outward, down through your toes, out through your fingers, and up through the top of your head. Imagine yourself as a being of light, which you are. Now I'd like you to rub your hands together. Feel that heat that you're producing between your 2 hands. Now when you release your hands, go ahead and release it. Feel your hands and your fingers tingle. Now we will create a circle of light by holding hands virtually. Rest your hands on the table in front of you or in your lap with your palms upward. And as your hands are resting in front of you, imagine a beam of warm white light flowing upward from each of your palms, going upward to the ceiling. These beams of light reflect your personal power that emanates from within you. Now imagine that there is someone on your left side holding your left hand. Feel the energy from the white light coming from their right hand flow into your left hand. Imagine giving that hand a squeeze. Your power is connected with theirs. Now imagine that there's someone on your right side holding your right hand. Feel the energy of that white light coming from your right hand flow into their left hand. Imagine giving it a squeeze, and your power is now connected with theirs. And as we hold hands together this way, all of our collective power is connected. We are strong. We are safe. We are divinely protected. We are powerful. And by connecting all of our lights together in this way, we have created a powerful manifestation circle. Whether you are watching live here in this Zoom room or you are watching on the replay, you are no longer alone. I'm co-creating with you, and you are co-creating with me. We are all creating and manifesting our desires together, and together we are now one. And by combining energies in this way, we are much more powerful than if we were manifesting alone. So at the sound of the bell, open your eyes and relax your hands. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and these prompts will prepare you for our Crayon Coven circle. So we talked earlier, or you thought earlier about your desire and what you want to create, attract, accomplish in the new year. So I would like you to take a pen, pencil, your uncommon place journal, your book of shadows, random piece of paper, whatever you have, and take the time to think about, or to write it out. What does your desire look like, sound like, feel like, smell like, taste like? I will give you 2 minutes, and you really want to use those sensory details. Does it sound like, you're hearing the plane because you're traveling a lot, the sound of the engines? Are you looking for a vacation, so you want to go to a particular place? Really lean into the sensory details, because that's going to make it real for you. 2 minutes, starting now. All right, time's up for that one. Next prompt. Now I just want you to close your eyes and visualize. I want you to see it, feel it. This is a little shorter than we usually do it, but that's okay, because I really wanted to get people talking about what they wanted to do, and what they and how their year was. But when you think about your 2026 and what you want to accomplish and call in and all of that, I want you to see it in your mind's eyes. And for that, we will take a minute starting now. All right, time's up. All right. So for our next our next step, we're going to go ahead and get right into the sacred seal. Dun, 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 dun. If you have been in this community for a while, you may have seen this before, and it's okay. We are drawing today the golden snowflake. This golden snowflake represents the solstice. We have both the snowflake, but there's also like this little band of yellow or gold that stands for the sun. So we have both the sun and uh, well, it doesn't snow everywhere, but it's the winter and it's the snow and it's the longest day of the year. And this is the longest night, longest night, shortest day, but everything changes after tomorrow. The days begin to get longer, and it's also going to get a little colder. I didn't really realize until I moved to New York that once the solstice happened, that's really when stuff gets really cold. I'm from Miami. I didn't understand that. We see all the lights now. We're the lights that show up for Yule and the solstice and Christmas. But I feel like we need the lights even more come, February when it's like really cold. But nobody asked me. But that's okay. Moving on. So the golden snowflake is a sigil that is good for this time of the year. It represents planting seeds. And in the X in the middle, that X represents something that you desire. So let's see, I think I have some examples here. So for example, if you want love, you can put a heart in there, but a heart could also be healing. Like a red heart might be romance, but a green heart could mean healing or fertility. If you're looking for friends or community, the hand is the helping hand. Oh, let me turn my video back on so you can see I'm making things and you don't even see me. The hand represents like a helping hand. And of course, dollar sign, that is universal for abundance, financial abundance. So these are just examples. Oh, actually, yes, you can have more than one symbol. Whatever can fit. Me personally, I like to do one symbol at a time, but sometimes we might need more than one. We might need peace and we need money. We might need both in equal degree. So you can totally have more than one symbol. So this is a very basic symbol of a snowflake. And if you feel like this is a little too, this snowflake is a little too difficult or complicated, you can make it however you like. But the basic idea is This is a snowflake. There's a circle in the middle, and the X represents you putting in your a symbol of your own. If you are already working with a particular sigil, maybe you have a personal sigil that you have created, you could use that as well. Now, when it comes to coloring, you can either draw this with you can draw the outline, you can fill it in. There are no rules. When by coloring the sigil, we are adding color magic, color psychology to it. Because when you're thinking about, okay, I want to start a new business, for example, so you might bring in colors that represent business, but also wisdom, but also friends. So, for example, here is the color chart. This is color magic, and also this is a guide that I use. But if you have different associations with the colors, you can also change it. So white represents purity, peace, truth. You can substitute it for any color. Black is protection, binding, destroys negativity. Brown is grounding, friendship, earth rights. Red is action, courage, strength, lust, passion. Orange, you can read this. You get the idea. But let's say, to use the business example, you might have red. You might include the red in there because you want to have the courage to get out of your comfort zone, or you want to take action and be more motivated. But you could also you don't have to limit yourself to one color. Orange is success, yellow happiness, purple wisdom, blue is peace and communication, and pink is self-love, friendship, affection, beauty. So the basic idea is this is the sigil, the sacred symbol, and these are the colors. And it is up to you to draw it out on a piece of paper, and give yourself space. You can take up a whole sheet if you like, and we're gonna take a candle when we're done and place it on the symbol. So you can do this however it works best for you. And what I'll do is I will flip back and forth between the symbol and the colors. And if you're like, you need to remember what the colors are, just write in the comment section symbol or colors, and I'll make sure that that I change it so you can see. So let's see. It is 8:10. I'm gonna start with 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So we're going to start with 30 minutes. And depending on how much time people need, we might go over, or we might, stop there, and we'll go on to the next part, because the next part will be the activation. So 30 minutes starting now. I'm going to mute myself, but I'll be paying attention to the chat, and doing a little reference. I'll be coloring a reference of mine just to see how long it takes. But I'll mute myself so you won't hear me scraping my chair. We have, we have, come on, clock. 9 minutes and 23 seconds. So a little under 10 minutes left. And then we'll go to the next step. I suppose I'll ask too. Is anyone need more time? We're at we have about 6 more minutes, or a little under, about 6 minutes. But if people are done, we can move on. So let me know if you need more time. Oh, yeah, I think I've added all the colors I want, but you can also put like stripes or rainbows or however. Oh, okay, okay. Cat's finished with hers. We're almost at the 5 minute mark. Oh, okay, Jen's ready. Who's not finished? Who is out there that's like, I could really use a few more minutes? Okay, because we can move on. Okay, Kendra, do your thing. I don't want to stop before people are ready. But, look at if you are finished, admire your handiwork. All right, time's up. Because it's Sunday night, it is Sunday night, right? I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time, and we still need to activate our symbols. So this is a deal. Even if you're not finished, good. Okay, good. Kendra's done. Even if you're not as fond, you can still add to it if you decide that you want to later. Even after we activate it, but just want to get to a good place with everyone's everyone's symbol. So what we're going to do now is activate it. And I think if you've never done this before, hopefully it goes without saying, you don't have to be an artist or a perfectionist when it comes to art in order to in order for this to work. Oh, I will. Do we show? Don't I usually show mine afterwards? I mean, I'll show you really quick because I like to see other people. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. This is what mine looks like. Let me stop my. Boop, 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 boop. So this is what mine looks like. I just do like little colors. So you don't have to be it doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to be like an artist for it to be effective. You know, I was like, I want $ for money, but I have pink because I want it to be fun and artistic, and you can't really tell, but I have like orange. Oh God, stop. Be quiet. I have orange and red. I have orange for success, but also red for like passion and motivation. The orange is like a sunset orange, but it looks very close to the red, so you might not even really be able to tell the difference. But I have blue because I want communication and peace. And of course, we got the yellow and purple. I outlined the whole thing in purple because I want wisdom. So this is just one way to do it. I think what we'll do, we'll activate them, and then if anyone wants to show theirs, they can. I don't want to like keep people if they're like, got to do stuff. So, thank you, Carlene. So, let's see. Let me share my screen again for the color magic. And here we go. Those examples. So now we're going to activate the sacred seal. So go ahead and take your candle, if you have one, and place it in the middle of your sacred seal. I'm using the community candle here, but you use whatever you have. So put that right in the middle. And if you're not using a candle, or whether or not, take your hands and cup your hands over the flame. Not so much that you would hurt yourself, but enough that maybe that you could feel the heat from the candle. This is going really, it's really interesting. This is going like a little snow. We'll see if that comes out in the recording. I don't know what that is. Some spiritual messages coming through. So you place your candle in the center of the seal, and let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths together. If you are using like a small candle, just make sure you don't breathe out on it and blow it out by accident. I've done it. So we're going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths together, and as you do so, focus your attention on your symbol, and you can also, as I said, lay your hands around the flame or on top of the symbol if you're not using a flame, as this is as you're putting your energy, you're laying hands above the symbol. So 3 inhalations, starting now. Inhale. Hold it at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. We are charging our sacred symbol. Now let's rub our hands together. Feel that power? And let's lay our hands around that symbol one more time. Just focus our energy on the symbol that we have just created. Now let us give thanks. Let us give thanks for your desired outcome that is yet to come. And you can thank any deity that you may be working with or any ancestor. You can thank God or the universe. Thank your higher self for bringing you on this journey of transformation. Go ahead and leave your flame burning for the moment. That was loud. The group manifestation portion of this ritual is now complete. Ashe, amen, and so it is, and so mote it be. So if you have time or privacy, you can go ahead and let your candle burn down. If you have to do it in snatches of time, that's okay. You can, snuff it out now and burn it in snatches of time when you can. Just remember, do your best to let it burn down all the way at some point because it represents your intention for the new year. And if anyone would like to share, move this back on the altar. If anyone would like to share their seal with the group, let us know. Let's see. Oh, we're using the same candle we already lit. Yes, the same candle. You can totally use the same candle. You don't have to do another candle. Okay, bye, Laura. Thank you for coming. Have a happy solstice. Okay, go ahead, Kat. Show us yours.
Okay, let me get my camera turned around here.
Well, what? Yeah, I can
I
see
gotta.
you. I can see you.
Okay. Okay, there it is. I was trying to find the thing, and then there's my picture. Okay.
Ah, there we go. Oh, is that snow around it?
Yeah, it's like gold and silver kind of snow, and you can see it's metallic.
I love that.
I have a metallic watercolor palette that I got, and I absolutely have been loving it. So I did red. Some of them are completely copper or red, and then I have red with orange in them. And I had initially done these look like people to me, but I did the little heads in yellow, but then decided to do them gold
Mm-hmm.
and blue, and then I got the gold sun, the blue hand for helping hands and having like somebody that's going to be able to help me with packaging or, editing or like that sort of thing. Like
Yeah.
get another partner in the business and then, a money symbol. The money symbol is smaller because I want the focus more to be on my passion and the success of the business more than the money of it. The
I
money will
understand.
come if
Sure.
the rest of it is successful, and then
Yes.
finding that community and the helping hands is what will then bring in the money.
I
So
love that. And I love how it fits. Like so it's not even like two, you have like one fitting within the other. So that really is
mhm.
very cool. What's the name of that metallic watercolor set? Do you have
It
it?
is, so this is what it looks like. It's Van Gogh.
Oh, Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Van Gogh right now. I love metallic paints.
And I've had this I think since 2021.
Mhm.
And I use it pretty regularly. And once you wet it and mix it around, it doesn't take a lot for it to be very pigmented.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice whenever it's wet. You play with it and it just looks like liquid metal in the pan.
Nice.
So I really like it a
Very
lot.
nice. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
So now, Kendria, would you unmute? Let me see if I can unmute you. And we can see yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
Awesome. I got my beats on, so I wasn't sure if I was clear. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
let me turn on my camera. Hi.
Hi.
How do I flip this around?
Well, we can see your face, so just hold it up in front of you, or
Oh,
oh, there
here
you
we
go.
go.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
I um I have these infinite symbols here, like they represent just
Yeah.
infinite abundance essentially.
Yes.
And I think orange is symbolic of courage from the color chart that you had before.
Mm-hmm. And success too.
Yes, and success. And then I have the magnet in the middle to just represent things that I intend to magnetize into my reality and
Yes.
attract into my reality. And I have the pink heart here, symbolizing unconditional love, and that's an unconditional love symbol in the middle. I'm not sure you can see it,
Yes.
but
Oh, I
it's a
see.
symbol. Yeah, symbol for unconditional love. The blue for communication, because I do intend to just put myself out there instead of staying like hidden away and kind of isolated. And
Mm-hmm.
also just reading a lot more. I've been doing a lot more reading this year too, so I definitely intend to communicate and increase just I guess intellectual stimulation. And I have this sword here in the middle to just represent power, courage, and protecting my energy. Then I have this pot of gold here to just represent, abundance financially, of course, a little green clover there to
Yeah.
just represent attracting luck. And then I have weights here because I just started going back to the gym last week.
Whoop whoop.
So 2026, I'm claiming this is going to be my year. I'm claiming it.
Okay.
So that's what I got,
Thank you. Now, is it
of
in? Is
course.
it like north and south on the magnet?
Yes. Yeah. That's just what a traditional mantle looks like to me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. And what I
Thank you.
love is how you took it. As I said, you do whatever you want, and I love that you made it into the infinity symbol and a star. And this is sacred geometry, but I mean it's just gorgeous. I really love how you made this your own. So thank you so much for sharing that, Kendria.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Bobby, would you like to share yours? See where'd you go?
But I'll be brief.
Oh.
Girl, I'm a hot mess. I had surgery this week. Right. Oh, whatever. But I'm glad that you came back. I really am.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe this way
Yes,
better.
yes.
Well,
Oh, are those stickers too?
honestly, they are stickers. And that was kind of my whimsy because I don't have any fun. It's time.
Okay.
And I got to take a camping trip this year to Utah, which I never thought that I would in a million years.
Mhm.
It was one of the I mean, I didn't really enjoy the experience, but the fact that I got off my can and did it anyway and stuck with it, uh,
Yeah.
that was good for me. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So just kind of the underpinning of the nature here
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
unconditional, hence the infinity, love, and prosperity as we go forward, grounded in a lot of browns.
Yes.
That's all I did there.
I love that.
Thank you for allowing me to share, and thank you for leading us. This is beautiful always. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you so much, Bobby. I really appreciate you sharing your symbol with us. And I love and no one's symbols are ever going to be the same, and it doesn't have to look like anyone else's, and it doesn't have to look quote unquote perfect. I love that you added the stickers for whimsy, so that energy that you're bringing to your symbol um, is so powerful, and I love that you use brown. Like, brown is grounding, but also the funny part about, like, you didn't have a great time camping, but I got off my can. I can so relate to that. Like, I don't think I would plan to go camping. Like, maybe that one of those, like, glamping looks interesting, but I feel like at this time, the age I'm in now, I'm like, I'm not really called by camping. But you did it. That's the main thing, Bobby. You went and you did it, and you still had some kind of experience, good, bad, or indifferent. You learned something about yourself, and you say, hey, I did it. Now, next year, you have some other things that you're going to do. And I can't wait, to hear about those things. That symbol really reminds me of my childhood home during the holidays, Bobby. That's lovely. Yes, love it, and vision board, awesome. I love going for the day and going home. Right, for the day and then go home. Like, I don't have to be out there with the bugs and like, I want my nice warm bed and the bathtub, and I'm good. I'm good. When we're younger, we're like, oh yeah, I go camping. Now it's like, but if you do enjoy that, I love that for you. I mean that. You're welcome, Tanya. I think you might have already left already, but yeah, all the fresh blessings. Oh, but you know what? One thing I did not mention that I like to mention earlier, and I did not. Now that you have created this symbol and we have activated it, you're not done yet. The next step is to do that baby step action. I like to recommend that you do a baby step action within the next 24 hours. You don't have to announce it, but I want you to commit to it, at least mentally. What is something that you can do that takes an hour or less that you can do in the next 24 hours? I know it's a Sunday and tomorrow's Monday, but still, is there a phone call that you can make? Maybe it's cleaning a corner in your room, in your home. Could be looking at a website and getting the pricing for something. What is like the smallest thing that you can do to move the needle forward? I would like you to commit to doing that in the next 24 hours. And if you were doing the Great Witch Lock-In, what we were basically doing was challenging ourselves to do some kind of baby step action every day. So I highly recommend that you try that. And if you enjoyed our arts and crafts, adding art to your craft, I just also want to remind people that my book, whoops, that's not it. Oh, yeah, there we go. That my book is now here, Aunt Carla's Cookbook of Spells. It's got 65 simple spells. If you see here, you see like the Winter Solstice, but there's a whole bunch of other things in there. I have my spell crafting framework, clear instructions, moon timing. I talk about moon phases, color magic, creative variations, journal prompts, something I have not done before. With the general spells like love, money, protection, I have journal prompts for each one. You do not have to use them, but the idea is when you are preparing to do a spell, when you do a journal prompt or some kind of questioning or divination, that adds to the power of the ultimate spell. Okay, oh, absolutely. Yes, I know Carlin is like, let me know when I can buy the physical version. Definitely. So what I'm doing now, thank you for also reminding me to let people know, this is a digital book and it's 230 pages, which is a lot. So it does make it, even if you wanted to print it, you might only want to print out just the spells and not the book itself. However, once, maybe like the next couple of months after I make sure that you guys let me know about like any typos, I want to clean that up while it's still in digital form. I will be publishing it in a hard copy book for Amazon. So it will be available as a paperback book and easier to even to handle, and something you can put on your shelf and be like, oh my God, I got the cookbook. So that's cool too. However, I do want to say the cool thing about having this in digital form, you can print out the spell pages and have them in. You can put them in your what do you call those things? In your grimoire. Like for example, wait, here. Oh my goodness. I went to Staples, right? So this is a book here. This is a lot. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot if you were going to try to print it out. But let's say you wanted to print out, or you like one of these spells, and you're like, okay, I want to put this in my grimoire. Then you'd have it. So this is just a spell on one page. So it just makes it a little. I made it with a grimoire in mind, but as I've learned, not everybody wants it like that. Some people want a book, and I totally get that. I respect that. So hold on tight, Carlene and others. I will have a physical version available. So I'm going to stop the share. It's now 9:01, so it's been about 2 hours or so that we've been doing our thing for this solstice. So, I don't know, thoughts, questions, concerns? It's 9 o'clock. We can, start to wrap up. So, would anyone like to share anything before we go? Have any last questions? Anything? Oh, okay. I just want paper one too. Sure. Thank you, Carlene. Because I see there's reasons to have both actually, but I'm actually excited about. I'm looking forward to having the physical version too, because having that physical book that you can like turn pages. I miss you too. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Bobby. I'm so glad that you were able to make it. Yay! So, we got a new year coming. Can you believe it? It's, and last year, today, like, December 21st, 2024? We're in 2025? Yeah. That was like my last ritual. And then I took like 7 months, as many of you know, and I went off and did other things. I wanted to do more music and creative stuff, which is what I do in my, in my regular quote unquote muggle life. But I realized I can do that now, as part of Red Soulflower. But I needed to go away in order to figure that out. I need, in order to learn that. So now that I'm back, I'll be doing other fun stuff. You're welcome, Kat. Thank you, Jen. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. And you're so welcome, Andrea. Thank you. So I guess that's it. So I hope you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So like I tell you, I am your favorite spiritual cheerleader. I want you all to win, So we have all these tools at our disposal, and we have community. So I'm so grateful that we can get together and help each other, win and create the lives that we want, and not just whatever happens. Thank you, Carlene. Oh, thank you, Carlene. Thank you. All right, so I will. It's 9:03. Yeah, we've had a really great session, and I'm so happy that we got to hang out tonight. So I'm gonna send the replay out probably tomorrow morning. So if you want to do this again, and I'll have like timestamps. So if you want to go just to the ritual, you don't have to like go through the whole. You don't have to like sit through all the other stuff if you don't want to. So happy solstice, happy winter solstice, happy longest day, longest night of the year, but basically happy return of the light. We are now going into longer days. After today, the days begin to get longer, and spring is coming. The light is returning. So if you have been having any kind of winter of my discontent kind of moments, just know that the light will return, and the darkness is not forever. The sun always returns. And I'm so grateful for that. And hopefully that will be helpful. Hopefully that will be a helpful reminder for anyone who needs it. So I will see you all. I am on Instagram, Facebook. Go ahead and reach out to me if you have my email. You can go ahead and reach out to me, or just respond to any of the emails that you get. I'm not hard to find. So this would not be the same experience if you weren't here. So thank you so much for being here today, this evening, or on the replay. And I look forward to hearing from you and finding out, what you're up to next. So keep me posted. Bye. Because you are magic. It's wonderful seeing you too, sugar.